welcome from land of Israel. This is Senior Fitness Coach Laser Brody here with you. Probably our most important exercise, especially for seniors, is walking. Walking is great for the body, great for all ages. But the mistake people make, they get injured while walking because they don't do warm-ups. They think a warm-up is only for lifting weights or for sprinting. You have to do a warm-up before walking, especially in today's world where people sit by a desk. That's why we're doing this vid right here in the office. Okay, people, before they go out, and you can do this right in your office. It's a 5-step warm-up to prevent injury, to loosen up your body, and to get you more flexible for walking, so your walking is a lot healthier. We're going to start off with the calf. We've got 5 stages. The first stretch is this calf stretch, because the calf takes a lot of the brunt of the walking. People get stiff calves, they get tight muscles in the calf, even muscle contractions in the calf, and it's really painful. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take one foot. Here it is, my right foot. Leave it flat on the ground. Flat on the ground, and just take the opposite foot and gradually take steps forward, take steps forward, take steps forward, take step forward, and you stretch the calf, and then you bend the forward knee. You bend the forward knee, and it gradually stretches the back calf. Let's do it the other side. We'll switch sides, and now we've got our left foot firmly implanted on the ground. Take our right foot, tiny baby steps forward, baby steps forward, baby steps forward, baby steps forward. When we get that left leg, we get the back leg to about a 50-degree angle, we bend the front knee and we pull. You feel softly stretching. This shouldn't hurt. Softly stretching, a little tiny little more, bend that knee a little bit more, bend the forward knee a little bit more, and you get the good calf stretch. You do that for about 30 seconds aside, and you're great. Now our second stretch is the hip-flexors stretch. We're going to put, this time we're down on the mat. One knee is down at a 90-degree angle to the body. The second foot is forward, like we did in the calf stretch, but the difference is the variation this time the knee is down. We're going to lean forward gently, and forward gently, and then we feel the hips opening up. Hips opening up. You can feel this right here. It's important to keep the body erect. Keep the body erect. Body all the time. Not the body leaning forward, not leaning back. We're keeping the body erect. And then we feel that we change sides. And we lean forward until the back leg, the back hamstring is about 45-degree angle. And it really loosens up the hips. Now we stand up, and we do a little bow to the forward, to the left, to the side, to the back. And then we do a rotation, and another rotation. This loosens up the hip flexors. Now the hips are really loose, and it's important to have good hip flexors. A third stretch, we're going to go to a hamstring stretch. For a hamstring stretch, we are going to use a chair. And we'll put the chair right here, and all we will do, we will simply put one leg up on that chair like this, and we will lean forward, and lean forward, and lean forward. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings. And so hamstrings are big injuries because people don't develop their hamstrings, and they don't activate their hamstrings. It's happened to the calves. The hamstrings, and all of a sudden when they put strain on the hamstrings, boom, there they go, they click. It's important to stretch those hamstrings, to feel the hamstrings. Hamstring is in the bottom of your thigh. The bottom of the thigh, that's almost the bottom of the thigh. That's quadriceps, that's the top of the thigh. But here we're stretching the hamstrings. We do that on one side, we change sides, and we go to the second side, and again, we lean forward. We lean forward, you can feel how your legs are tight. If you've been sitting at a desk, your legs are tight. There you go. All right, and that's our hamstring stretch. People have tight backs. Do a back stretch. We're going to teach you what I call it a Cobra stretch. We get down on the mat, almost push-up position, but we're not going to do a push-up. We're simply going to be like this. Simply be like this. In a Cobra position, like a snake. And our back up here, holding ourselves like a plank. But a plank is, now with our body straight, we're going to go like a cobra. And reach back, reach back, reach back, reach back. It opens up the back. And finally, what we want to do is we want to open up the chest. If we have an elastic band, an exercise band, that's great. You can open up the chest simply by grabbing both sides of that band and pulling forward, pulling forward. If you have a doorway, here I'm going to use my book shelving as a doorway. We grab both sides of the doorway and just lean forward. Lean forward. This opens up the chest. Opens up that wide chest. And what's the chest have to do with walking? For our chest has to be open for us to stand erect. Walking is important. We're erect. Walking, you're not going to get too much walking if you walk like an old man. But you have to stand up erect. And you could be, sometimes you see people that are 21 years old and they look like they're old. They're walking with their cell phones in the street. You've got kyphosis like this, like little old man with a cane. That's it. These guys with the cell phone, you give them a cane too, little men. And you can see someone that is in their 70s and their 80s, and they've got good shape and they've got good cognizance of their posture, and they walk erect. And it's important, when you walk properly and you have good posture, it makes you look young. All it takes is 5 minutes. Remember the 5 stretches. Do 1 minute calf stretches. Then a second minute hip flexor, really important hip flexors. Don't ignore the hip flexors. Third, the hamstring. Fourth, the spine. And 5, the chest. And now you're ready to go. Have a great walk. And I hope to see you again soon on laser beams and Moon beams. God bless.